They wish to cure us, but I say to you, we are the cure. The cure for that infirm, imperfect condition called Homo sapiens. They have their weapons. We have ours.
Hey, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem Rakakwadash. Much mercy to you brothers out there, and all you brothers defending the new covenant, all you believers of the new covenant, which is the belief in Yahweh Shai. That's all it is. It's just believing on the Lord and actually agreeing with him, following his laws now, all through the spirit. This is a spiritual thing. One thing though, what you got to understand is the wicked will not advance to the spirit believing on Yahweh Shai. So what we're doing, we're teaching men to perceive on their own. You see, we're teaching men to see on their own, to perceive, to discern. So therefore, like, when you come across some bullshit that's out there, then you will be able to see right through it real quick, man, because it's a spirit of air out there, like real thick, like it's real heavy, and there's only one door. It's just like the Matrix in the phone booth. It's the same thing that's happening. You have so many guys distorting the word. You got so many guys teaching, distorting the word without faith, without the spirit, without the Lord. You got so many of these guys doing that. But that's why the Lord brought you the Gospels, and he brought you an understanding where you was able to perceive if guys had faith. You was able to perceive if they were of the Lord or not. So you're in the same you're in the same stance of the Lord. That's why understanding and accepting the new covenant is so vital right now, because can't nobody really deceive you that's not really of the Lord like that. You see, you're able to see. So I just want to go into a couple things in the scriptures. I want to go over a couple things. In the scripture, so you can know. Go into a couple things. Perceiving like the Lord, like he perceived. So in this time, you got to be able to see who's actually of the Lord and who's not. Like real quick and real easy. Who's a scoffer? Who's trying to learn? Who's wicked? Who's a demon? You can see all of that right now. If the spirit is dealing with you, man. That's why Superman, he could see through walls. That's why you had Neo when he really started to believe, he could see like everything, the Matrix and all that shit. So it's about perceiving in the spirit. You have to be able to do that in these times, because by you understanding Yahweh Shai, then you can understand that if you're not really for Yahweh Shai or preaching him, then you're not for him. Okay, because a lot of guys, they're preaching all this shit, but they're not getting you to abide in Yahweh Shai, because they're not abiding in Yahweh Shai. So we're at a point at the end of the world. It's sad, but we're at a point to where everybody can teach, but but everybody's not even of the Lord. But everybody can fake like they're teaching. So this is something you got to avoid. I know you brothers know what it is, but you have false prophets all over, man. And what you have to do, you have to be able to perceive, and that'll cut shit in half real quick. This new covenant is very vital. So if guys don't understand the new covenant, Number two, if they're not preaching it, and then number three, like if they're not exalting Yahweh Shai like that, they're not of the Lord, man. They're just wasting your time, you see, because that's all our people they're good for. They're good for like wasting time and second guessing. The scripture tell you in Proverbs, don't lean to your own understanding. You got to lean to the Lord. A lot of guys there in the middle, they don't know. I seen this one video. I had heard one line and I had cut the video off so quick. The guy was like, they was wondering if Luke was a Gentile or not. Bro, I cut the video off so quick. See, guys are in their own spirit. And Jake is so proud when he don't even read or study, but he'll hate what you saying. You see what I'm saying? Like these guys, they say, we have the understanding. No, you don't. Because if you're denying the Lord in these last days, the mediator, you don't have any understanding. Actually, you're toxic, bro. If you're denying the Lord in these last days, you're toxic. You're a devil. You don't have any understanding. You're wicked, and you don't have those garments, and you're out there naked. That's why we see all you guys shame, and you guys are naked out there talking about, no, we're not naked, but you're naked, covering your chest up and your private parts. We see you guys in the spirit. You're naked, bro. So got a couple things just to go over, because spiritual power is here, and it's all in seeing and perceiving. You see, if you can narrow it all down, if guys are not teaching the Lord and they're not exalting his covenant or really glorying in him like that, they're not of the Lord. It don't matter how much Mark of the Beast they teach. It don't matter how many prophecies they know. If you don't know the Lord in these last times, you're not of the Lord. You're just using the Lord for your own personal gain. But guys are not of the spirit. If guys were of the spirit, they would be promoting Yahweh Shai. That's why the apostle in Acts, they got put in jail. And this is why they stoned Stephen to death. And this is even why they put the Lord on the cross, because the Lord brought a new covenant and a new agreement which shook up a whole nation. You see, they wanted to kill the prophets for teaching Yahweh Shai, because the Lord, he actually freed them. Now, Luke 20:20, it says, and they watched him and sent forth spies, which should feign themselves just men, that they might take hold of his word, so they might deliver him unto the power and the authority of the governor. So guys are always spying and plotting and waiting. That's why we say, if you're not really teaching the Lord like that, then you don't have nothing to do with the Lord. At this point, the prophecies, just like the Lord said in Matthew 23, I read it yesterday, the wicked, right? They're worried about the outside of the cup. They're worried about the prophecies and everything on the outside, which everything on the outside, that shit ain't going to save you knowing about that shit. What's going to save you is you being in line with the spirit and being in line with Yahweh Shai. Therefore, you're with the spirit of vengeance. You see, you're with the spirit of vengeance. The Lord said in Isaiah 53, real quick, let me read something. I'll come right back here to Luke. Because the spirit of vengeance is out there of the Lord, and there's no peace to the wicked. So the wicked, they don't have the fruits of the spirit, because they are the wicked. There is no peace to them. So there's no peace with you teaching the new covenant. That doesn't bring the wicked peace. This is bothering them, because actually guys are demons, and this is their world. And by them not teaching Yahweh Shai or the new covenant, that's prolonging them in this world. But now we're at a time now, you can't prolong it anymore. The Lord is closing it up, no matter if demons want to or not. You see, that's why they hate us teaching the new covenant. They hate it. And the guy's talking about, if it wasn't that, it'd be something else. No, it ain't nothing else. This is it right here. It is nothing else, man. This proves that you guys are false prophets and you're not of the Lord. This ultimately right here, it's nothing else after this. You guys are scumbags, man. You're worse. You're the lowest of the low. Isaiah 63:4, for the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. So How do you pave the way for Yahushua? You have to let Yahushua, you have to teach him. And the spirit of Yahushua it's a reproving spirit. The Lord is actually bringing vengeance. You got to be able to discern who's of the Lord and who's not of the Lord. John 16:7, nevertheless, I tell you the truth. It is expedient for you that I go away. For if I go not away, the Comforter will not come unto you. But if I depart, I will send him unto you. And when he is come, he will reprove the world of sin and of righteousness and of judgment. And of sin because they believe not on me. Right? So when you tell guys you're not in the covenant with the Lord right now, you don't believe in the Lord. That's why guys don't teach the Lord. That's why guys teach Enoch. They teach Esau all day. They talk about women. They talk about everything. They talk about astronauts and fucking bubbles and shit with their heads on it. Everything that don't have to do with the Lord. Then they tell you that we have the understanding, man. You don't have nothing but a death angel behind your fucking back, waiting for the Lord to swipe your ass. You see, that's all you got behind your ass. You don't have no understanding. So the spirit of reproving is out there heavy. And if you're not defending your house, you're not of the Lord. This is a real quick analysis to really see if somebody's of the Lord or not, because they're not really defending him, and then they're denying the covenant. It's real quick. It's real easy. It's real simple. So going back to Luke chapter 20, this is what you got to understand, man. Luke 20:20, and they watched him and sent forth spies, which should feign themselves just men, that they might take hold of his word, so they might deliver unto the power until of the governor. And that's all that's out there, is just opposition, spying and trying to figure out a way to catch you up. And, that's all that's out there. The majority of guys that watch us, they're just spying. They don't even believe. That's why it's so important for the ones that do believe to get to the Lord, because each and every time somebody that believes, and they believe in the Lord and they believe in the covenant for themselves, that frees men, and that brings the end more closer and closer. And that's what's happening. That's why guys, they hate the teaching of the new covenant, because it actually frees you from the bounds of camps and men and this world and the old laws of Moses. The new covenant actually frees you. It says, and they asked him, saying, Master, we know that thou sayest and teachest rightly. See, this is the cunningness of these wicked motherfuckers. They may act like, they're about the truth, but ultimately they're not even about the truth. They're just spying him out. But the trick is on you guys out there, because if you're not in line with the spirit, then you guys are going to be destroyed, not us. You see? It says, Master, we know that thou sayest and teachest rightly, neither acceptest the persons of any, but teaches the way of the Most High truly. So these demons knew that Yahushua and the spirit of Yahushua, it wouldn't put you in a respect of persons. You see, that's what the spirit is about. The spirit is not about a respecter of persons, or trying to get on everybody's good side, or trying to have a place in this fucking world. Like, you guys, the majority of guys teaching the Bible, they're in a respect of persons, and they're trying to make friends. They're trying to look good for their audience and shit like that. And that's what makes guys false prophets. And you're not in the spirit doing shit like that. That means you're of the world, because you care about how this world looks at you. Verse 22, it says, is it lawful to give tribute unto Caesar, or no? But he perceived their craftiness and said unto them, why tempt ye me? Right, so because he knew they was up to no good. So we're perceiving the craftiness in guys. You see? That's why he said, give what to Caesar's is what Caesar's. But they were trying to cast the Lord up, and trying to, they wanted to see what the Lord's going to say so they could accuse him. That's what this thing is about. So the thing about the new covenant is, if you keep saying that you're not under the new covenant, then what that makes you look like you're against the Lord if you keep saying that. So guys that's constantly saying that, And yeah, and another thing too, a lot of guys don't even agree. They like these camps and shit. They're all like divided. Some people they believe in the covenant, some people don't, and it's a division within these groups, and that's what the Lord brings. The Lord brings a division. Let me read this again, Luke 20 and 23. It says, "But he perceived their craftiness, and said unto them, Why ye tempt ye me?" So we're perceiving you guys. You guys are not fucking right. You see, and the Spirit of the Lord is bringing a division. So we're perceiving guys for who they are, because that's what spiritual power makes you see. And just like too, when the Lord was speaking these parables, the wicked know like they're on the other side of these parables because they know what they're doing is wicked. They know they're the wicked. So that's what's happening too. Like the wicked are uncomfortable too, because the new covenant, it actually exposes guys. So therefore, like they are they're uneasy, just like the scribes and the Pharisees. They wanted to take the Lord, but they couldn't take the Lord because he had work to do. John chapter 10 verse 18, it says, "No man take it from me, but I lay it down on myself. I have the power to lay it down, and I have the power to take it again. This commandment have I received of my Father." You see that? There was a division, therefore, again among the Jews for these sayings. So the Spirit is actually bringing a division. You see? Right. And another thing too, like we perceive like a lot of guys don't really understand what's going on because they've been taught by guys in the flesh. You've been taught by guys in the flesh. So it's hard for a lot of guys to really understand the Spirit now. Matthew chapter 16 verse 6, then Yahushua said unto him, take heed and beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and of the Sadducees. And they reasoned among themselves, saying, is it because we have taken no bread? Which when Yahushua perceived, he said unto them, O ye of little faith, why ye reason among yourselves, because you have brought no bread? Do you not understand, neither remember the 5 loaves and the 5,000, and how many baskets ye took up? Neither the 7 loaves for the 4,000, how many baskets ye took up? How is it that ye do not understand that I spake not to you concerning bread, that you should beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and the Sadducees? Right? Beware of this doctrine that guys are teaching. Beware of these groups, because the Lord is not dealing in temples made with hands. So he could perceive that a lot of guys wasn't really getting it, but that's why we're here to break it down for you. So you got to be able to discern in these times. Luke 12 and 56, O ye hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky and of the earth. How is it that you do not discern this time? Right? So they don't understand that. A lot of guys don't understand by you denying the covenant, that's evil. So guys can't discern that that's evil because the majority of guys, they're denying Yahushua. So it makes it like it's okay to do that because everybody in the group is doing it. Oh, we're not in the covenant until we get new bodies. But you have to be able to discern. You got to understand that the Lord brought the covenant. Once you understand that, then you could discern who's really wicked. And it's not a respect of persons. Hebrews chapter 5, verse 14. But strong meat belongeth to them that are of a full age, right? And so last week I read that word stature, which that word stature, when you grow in the spirit, get to a certain point, that means you're mature in the spirit. You're maturing in the spirit. So you have to get to your full stature in the spirit, like the Lord was. He was at a full stature. So he was mature in the spirit. When you're mature in the spirit, then you're able to discern the good from evil. It says, Hebrews 5 and 14, but strong meat belongeth to them that are of a full age, even to those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil. So at a certain point, you have to be able to understand, to discern good and evil for yourself. And it's real simple once you understand Yahweh Shai. It's real simple. It's real simple. The word discern, I got it in a Merriam-Webster. It says to detect with the eyes, discern a figure approaching through the fog. Detect with senses other than vision, to recognize or identify as separate and distinct. Discriminate, discern the right from wrong, to come to know or recognize mentally, to see and understand the difference. So this is what discerning is all about, understanding in the mind. You know, some brothers would say using your third eye, or so to speak. Or has nothing to do with your carnal two eyes, because with your carnal two eyes, these guys, they can fool you. They can fool you. That's why they do everything to be seen of men, and they can fool you, not really with the five senses. They can make shit sound good, look good, and they can even make you feel good. But it's not about feeling good. The spirit is going to make your ass feel uncomfortable. And that's one thing about the spirit, about discerning too. The spirit is like a fire. It's going to burn your ass up. These guys, they're smooth prophets. They like smooth things. You know, the like the Lord and the true men of the Lord, they don't want to hear that. They want to hear things that make them feel good. They want to teach a doctrine against the Lord, because that keeps them in power. That keeps them having rulership over the minds of our people. So they have to teach things smooth. And the new covenant is things of discerning judgment. You teaching the new covenant, you're not going to have a place in the world, and people are not going to really like you like that, because you're really breaking down their world. Now this word discern in the blue letter,
Strong's G 1253. Diakrisis.
right? It says this a distinguishing, discerning, judging. So the heavier matters of the law are faith, mercy, and judging. Judging goes into discerning, being able to see and judge matters a particular type of way, which you're going to need that, because it's just a lot of bullshit out here. You'll be able to see men's craftiness. That's why guys are not able to discern, because they're around guys that deny the covenant. And when you deny the covenant, that doesn't put you in a discerning discerning spirit. It puts you in a reprobate, respect a person's spirit. Now 1 Corinthians 11 and 24, when he had given thanks and break it and take it. Now this is Paul speaking. 1 Corinthians 11 and 24, when he had given thanks, he break it, and he said, take it, eat and eat. This is my body, which is broken for you. To do this in remembrance of me. In the same manner, he took the cup he had supped, saying, this cup is the New Testament in my blood. This do ye oft as ye drink it in remembrance of me. So the Lord, again, Paul is breaking it down. Yahweh Shai is the bread that you eat. So like if you don't have Yahweh Shai in the new covenant, then you can't really discern. You're blind, man, teaching his word, man. A lot of you guys, man, you do videos and shit, but it's all for nothing. Because you don't even agree with the Lord. You're not even in his spirit. Guys talking about is Luke a Gentile, bro. Luke was one of them heavy scribes, man, that was writing down the actions of the Lord, bro. That's a stupid ass question. See, the thing about our people, man, it's like they're such on a low fucking level. You see what I'm saying? They're such on a low level. Verse 26, for often as you eat this bread and drink this cup, ye do show the Lord's death till he come. Wherefore, whosoever shall eat of this bread and drink of this cup of the Lord unworthily shall be guilty of the blood, be guilty of the body and the blood of the Lord. So a lot of guys, they're guilty of the blood because they're not even pushing the covenant of Yahweh Shai. They're not even teaching the Lord. They're not even glorifying him. So they're guilty of the blood. It's either you have the blood in you or you got the blood all over you. And these guys that are denying the covenant, they got the blood all over their ass. So they're teaching the word unworthily. You see, they're unworthily. So they're a bunch of fucking lowlifes. They're using the word for clout and fame and to be seen and shit. Like idiots they are. But let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup. He that eateth and drinketh unworthily eateth and drinketh damnation to himself, not discerning the Lord's body. Right, so you have a lot of guys that's not even discerning that they're in the wrong for not glorifying the Lord. They're not discerning the Lord's body. They're not moving like the Lord, but they're taking they're drinking of the Lord's cup, but they're unworthy. Meaning they're teaching his word, but they're not even of the Lord. So they're unworthy. How do you know guys are worthy? They have to be glorifying the Lord and his covenant. So a lot of guys are bringing damnation to himself, not discerning the Lord's body. That's why you have to be able to discern, be able to judge who's of the Lord and who's not. And then one of the easiest ways to discern if guys are glorifying the Lord or if they're teaching that new covenant. And not too many guys are going to be teaching that new covenant. All right. So a lot of guys, they always talk about the 2/3 being destroyed. Well, a lot of you guys, you're part of the 2/3 that's going to be destroyed. Just because you're teaching the Bible, that don't mean that the Lord's going to save you. It's a certain formula you have to follow. And the formula is the new covenant in Yahweh Shai and walking like the apostles, being ready to lose your life. Guys are saving their life because they want to save their channel. That's why these guys on the highways and the hedges, that's why they're not in the spirit. That's why they're teaching all this bullshit about Esau, women. Guys at the fucking park, bro, just at the park, just rambling. Ain't no spirit of the Lord around none of these fucking guys in these groups. And it is pathetic. It says, for this cause many are weak and sickly among you, and many sleep. Right, so because a lot of guys are bringing damnation to themselves, they're making more men sick and they're making more men weak around them. So you have to be able to discern the Lord's body. I want to read this last one. You brothers know what it is. 1 Corinthians 2:14, but a natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him. Right, so the new covenant is foolishness to somebody that's in the flesh. If you're in the flesh, you're like, man, we gotta keep the old laws of Moses, man. We gotta keep that, and you know we gotta keep the laws. But the old laws of Moses is not what's working right now. What's working is Yahweh Shai in the spirit. So the scriptures say, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. So these guys are not in a spiritual mind state to actually discern the Lord in this time, man. Because it is foolishness unto them. Guys literally look at the new covenant and Yahushua being preached like that is something foolish. Well, we're not in a damn new covenant. Because guys are not of the Lord. They are natural men. They're brute beasts. Guys are speaking evil of things that they don't even understand. Like they don't understand the new covenant is all in the spirit. Don't have nothing to do with the flesh. It says, he that is spiritual judge of all things, yet he himself is judge of all men. So guys don't understand what they're doing is they're bringing a snare and a trap on themselves by denying Yahushua. So you have to be able to discern, man. You have to be able to discern, and you cannot discern without being under that new covenant, understanding those four gospels, and understanding the new covenant and the New Testament prophets, man. But with that, man, I'm gonna get out of here. Let me read this last scripture. It says, 1 Corinthians 2:16, for who have known the mind of the Lord, that he may instruct him, but we have the mind of the Lord. So when you have the mind of the Lord, you're able to discern and you're able to perceive. Let me get that word perceive real quick, and then I'm going to get out of here. So you have to be able to see who's of the Lord, man. You can't fool nobody that's in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? That's why guys, they're mad, because they know, like, we see them. They're not just mad because we're teaching the new covenant. They're mad because they know we can actually see them. And it's no way, they don't have any answer for it. Just like the scribes and the Pharisees with the Lord, they really didn't have an answer for the Lord. They really didn't have nothing to say. That's why he would put their ass to silence. Now that word perceive, it says to attain awareness or understanding of, to regard as being such, to become aware through senses. So through the spirit, we're aware of all you false prophets. We're aware of all you false brethren out there. It says apprehend, behold, catch, comprehend, conceive, decode, discern, to get, grasp, into it, know, make out, recognize, register, sense, understand. You see? See. So we're perceiving and we're understanding, we're discerning, we're recognizing this time. We recognize all the false prophets. We understand. We know Yahushua and the new covenant is working right now. We understand that. We're grasping it. We're deciphering it. We're decoding everything right now. So you can't really hide. There's no really hiding from the eyes of the spirit. The eyes of the spirit, they're able to discern the good and the bad. But with that, man, I hit you brothers a little later, man. Hey, the senses of brothers is being heightened in these days. So us being able to perceive, we're being able to perceive more and to see more. And like I say, the enemies of the Lord, they're mad because brothers can actually see. That's what they're mad about. But with that, it'll be on to the next one. Hey, shalom.